Page 10, Joy to the World. On page 12, they give you more sight reading things to do. While you're working on Joy to the World, you can do all that stuff. If you have questions, you're welcome to ask. Otherwise, I don't really cover it in the lesson. I'm just going to talk about this world thing going on. I'm going to go through my little system I use for learning a piece of music. The first thing I do is I kind of look it over. I see it's about a page and a half long. Okay. Treble and bass clef. Always check the clef signs. They never know. 4/4 time signature. So we've had all that before. And I kind of glance through it. I see half notes and there's dotted rhythms. We can do those, I hope, and eighth notes. Okay. For the most part, it looks like it's one hand at a time. And so I'm going to go ahead and take both hands together. It shortens the video. But I would go through first and I would check each hand to make sure I know what each hand is doing before I'm trying them together. But for this lesson and this arrangement, I'm going to do both hands at the same time. The right hand starts here. And the left hand, when it comes in, is here. So we're in middle C position is where it is. We have an F sharp. 1, 2, and just going to use this one up here. 3 and 4 and. Remember the dotted quarter note. The quarter note gets one count. The dot gets a half. Put them together. You got 1.5 counts. 1, 2, 3, and 4 and. 1, 2, 3. I also say on any dotted note, the dotted note is the same as 3 of whatever the next note down is. I've already told you earlier, a dotted half note is the same as 3 quarter notes. Because there's 2 quarter notes and a half note, but there's 3 quarter notes and a dotted half note. Well, in a dotted quarter note, that's the same as 3 eighth notes. Because there's 2 eighth notes in a quarter note, and there's 3 eighth notes in a dotted quarter note. It doesn't matter what the time signature is, that's true throughout. So if you can figure that out, that helps maybe, or maybe it confuses you. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. 2, 3. 2, 4, 1. Now, for measure 5, we have both hands playing. You have a C in the left hand and here. 1, 2, 3. Next measure, it's an A here and an F sharp here. And then you have a B and a G. Then all we have to do is kind of make sure, can we go from one measure to the other? It's here. 1, 2, 3, here. 2, 3, and here. And that's tied, so you're going to hold that down for 7 counts, or for forever, whichever. And then the left hand gets a rest. It's just the right hand. 1 and 2 and 3. Yeah, measure 10. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay. You go through and put the hands together. Figure them out. And then once you have that, go through and get rid of any hesitations anywhere so it's a steady beat. And then once you have that, then we think about the articulation. We have phrasing. Connect. Lift up. It's like taking a breath. Lift up. This is measure 10. Don't connect. Don't connect them. Lift up. Then pick up to measure 13. These are staccatos. Just real short, hands at the wrist. Lift up. Lift up. Yeah. Put in the phrasing and the staccatos and stuff. And once I have that, then I think about the dynamics. F at the beginning is loud. Forte. You'll have to decide what. Don't get super carried away here. It's just loud. It's a happy piece. And then when you get to measure 9, or one beat before measure 9, the pickup to measure 9 comes down to moderately loud. Mezzo forte. It's still on the loud side, it's just not as loud as you were at the beginning. And then when you get to measure 13, or it's one beat before measure 13, which is the pickup to measure 13, now you're moderately soft. Mezzo piano. Here. And then go up a little bit to moderately loud, mezzo forte. Now you're loud. So you just gradually, you went down to moderately soft, you're gradually getting louder here. Now at the end, the last two measures here. The dynamic applies to the melody, and we're loud here. So we want the melody loud here. The other stuff needs to be in the background. The problem is, where's the melody? Because it can be anywhere. And here it's the left hand, those notes, that's loud. That's the melody. Everything else should be in the background. So this, soft. Now here, you pretty much got to play them both the same because it's hard to play one note louder than the other. Gets a little more advanced stuff, but just this needs to be soft. Here. The speed, this happy. This is a fun piece. Please don't copy me on it. You take it at your speed and you get into it and make it yours. Now I missed it before, but I want to point it out. I measures 5, 6, and 7 on all those. The melody's in the right hand. That's loud. This left hand needs to be soft. This needs to be soft. Keep it in the background. Anything that's not melody needs to be in the background. And you'll have to decide how soft or whatever. Just keep it in the background. Let's play this together very slowly. This is after you've learned it. Check the notes and the rhythms. I'm not going to do the dynamics, the louds and softs. I'm going to play everything about the same because I need you to hear the notes. I'll give us 4 counts. So just make sure you're playing the same note I'm playing it when I'm playing it. Or something like that. I don't know. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, 3, 4. Tie. 2, 3. 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. And 2 and 3 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and. 3. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 4. 2, 3, 4. Off. There's a duet for this at the bottom of the page. I'd like to play that, and you play what you just played. We're going to pick it up a little bit because this needs to be faster than what we just did. I need you to go up an octave again. So just pretend the middle C instead of here is up here. And instead of here, you're up here. Play it all up here. I'll give us 4 counts, but we're going to go kind of fast here, so make sure you can play this okay. 1, 2, ready, go.